Hello everyone, welcome to my Let's Play of MekHQ. Today we're going to play some Battletech, the tabletop game, but we're not playing it on the tabletop, we're playing it on the PC. And we're going to use MekHQ to do it, and MekHQ uses MegaMek and MegaMekLab to play this game. So for those of you who are not familiar with Battletech, the board game, I'm sure you're all familiar with like the PC game, you know, and I played the PC games, the Mech Warriors, the Mech Commanders, the Mech Warrior Online, Battletech, the computer game, and there's Mech Warrior Mercenaries. I think it's a Mech Warrior 5 or something like that. That's out. The latest one. I'm not sure exactly. I didn't get that one, but that one is kind of like Mech Warrior Online. It's more of a Anyways, it's more like a first-person shooter. It looks like to me then. Anyways, I've played this tabletop game since the early 90s. My friend Andrew introduced me to the game in the dorms. He had the first edition of the game made by FASA, and that's FASA, and those guys, I believe, created a game based on Robotech and Gundam, which are this anime, you know, robot anime with people piloting giant robots. I say it's a combination of the two because with Gundam, Gundam have robots, humans fighting humans in giant robots, and there's a lot of politics and stuff like that, which is kind of like Battletech. And with Robotech, they took a lot of the artwork from Robotech. Originally, there was a big lawsuit over it, and like they had to remove some artwork and all that. So it's kind of like a combination of like the land air mech. That's kind of like Veritech, you know, Veritech fighters. You know, they can transform into fighters and into robots, you know, which was kind of a new thing back then. And I don't think the Gundams back in the mid 80s had that. It was like later on they had that, I think. Anyways, getting on with this. So I played the board game, and I to be honest, I was mostly fascinated by the ability to create your own mech, you know, and customize your own mech. And in this game, which includes MegaMek Lab, you're allowed to do that. You can actually create your own mech, but you know, I didn't want in this campaign. I probably won't do it. I did it in earlier versions of the MekHQ. Like I think I played 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.8, and you know, and stuff like that. But I would create my own mech because that was my big thing, right? So, but like that feels kind of a little bit, you know, too powerful. Maybe you just creating your own mech and just putting it in there. So we'll make this a little bit more like I want to make it a little bit more like a sort of reward. Eventually we'll get to these mechs that are, you know, super good, especially the clan mechs. Anyways, MegaMek MekHQ version 0.50.06 is really a huge leap in my opinion, because of like they have this new player quickstart. I don't know. I don't know if it existed before. I don't remember playing, you know, anything like this. And then it immediately sets you up with like an entire company with everything in it, and they even give you a drop ship, and you're set up, and then and I'll show you. And so I was going to play another campaign, with a different setting. If you play, you can go to these. You can set up a campaign with new campaign, and then go to presets, veteran. I was going to play veteran, but I thought, you know what, it's better not. I'll just show you guys what the new game is like. Instead of the veteran settings, it'll be kind of like the new players presets, but it's not. It's going to be I think they go a little further than that, or maybe it is the same thing. I really don't know. But anyways, but what's so good about it is it's already set up, and I just wanted to show you guys some things in here that are so good. Well, it's I want to show you how to play this game more organically, instead of me setting up all the everything. So and so that's why so we are actually currently in Vixen, which is part of the Magistracy of Canopus, which is like out, what is that called, the Rim Worlds, one of the big Rim World factions. So of course, Battletech, if you guys are familiar with this, this is the Curitas, House Curita, the Draconis Combine. It says here, Draconis Combine, House Curita. This is House Steiner, Lyran Commonwealth. This is the Free Worlds League, which is House Merrick. This is the House Davian, Federated Sons, and this is the Capellan Confederation, which is House Lao. And then later on there will be like St. Ives and then Rasselhag, whatever. Those ones. But right now this is this is set up to start at 3025. And so late succession wars, this is when the big what do you call those RimWorld places are. Let me set up for example. Okay, so first of all, let's go and do the campaigns options real quick. So this is like, what do you call this thing? This is called the Rim Worlds. Is it the Rim Worlds? The factions. I forgot what it's called. Clans. Comstar. That's a huge faction. There's Federated Sons, of course. Lothian, Lyrian Magistracy. This is like one of the. That's the one that I'm technically in. And then so first thing first, let's set this up. It says learning ropes. Let's go with what do you call it? Mech. Mech Pilot Association. I don't know, just make up something. Anyway, Mech Pilot Association, that's my mech name. We'll go with that. And then we'll just use these things. I won't mess with it. But like I'm not sure. I don't usually mess with these, but I know that can be important. I don't mess with these too much either, and it's definitely important. But I do like being able to get like clan. This allow clan control worlds. Yes, okay, that's fine, but no, this one you can purchase, and then this one 4 is like you can't even get the item, so we'll put it 2. Set it at 2 here. I don't care about tech limits too much, but this one we're gonna set up. For me, I want regular. I'm gonna set up to regular, and I don't like fighting vehicles. For me, this game's all about the mechs, you know. No clan vehicles, player can attach other equipment. Okay, so no, we're not gonna play with vehicles at all. We're not gonna enable aerospace fighters. We'll just go to 0. We'll apply settings, and then we're gonna go to make sure, you know, MegaMek has aerospace fighter. We're not gonna mess with. Yeah, we don't need that. Allow return and none of that. Yeah, I don't know what this is either. So we'll just go with that. We'll go with okay. So now these are the settings. I believe it will save these settings. Hopefully it will. But if not, if I have to mess with it again, I can do that. We can do that. And so first of all, we are currently here, which is Vixen. And let's see. It says and then of course there's the we're in the Majesty, and I think I want to get in close to middle, because this is where more of the conflict is. Comstar is in the middle, and of course this is where everybody, you can look at these here. This is like contested territory. All these contested territory, that means there's a lot of conflict, and I imagine there's a lot of contracts over there. And of course, if you look at hiring hall, the most important hiring hall is the Gelatia system. Later, it actually there's outreach or something like that over here. It's also in the middle somewhere. Yeah, so I don't know where it is. Yeah, where outreach is. But anyways, later on you'll transfer to like outreach or something like that. And but like these places are where you get like the dots, the orange dots, minor hiring halls. The yellow dots are standard, and they have A rating HPG, which is like the high, what is it called? It's the communication network, the thing. Anyways, and of course that's A rated too. What are these? These are orange ones. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, these orange ones are also A rated. A rated is like the best already, and of course Terra is also A rated, although there's no hiring hall there. So Terra, that's homeworld. That's the homeworld of all humankind. So we're gonna try to get there, you know, where there's a lot of contracts and a lot of conflict. And so but first of all, we in Vixen there is, I believe there's actually already a contract. This contract, which is incredible, right? 100%, 100%, 100%. You practically never see this. So this was like a freebie they give you for a contract. So we'll get that. But before we do that, let's take a look at our people. So we have a bunch of now, if I were to set up the game, I wouldn't even take ultra green or green people, because my setup would be veteran, but and that means it's going to take a long time before it's going to take a lot of experience for them to get a rank up in their skills. But in this setup, it's very easy because you can check this. Look, it's ultra green, 10 experience. This MekTech is let's go change, go spend experience. She can level up already, which is like, you're not gonna see that. It's gonna be like 20 20 experience or something like that to level up for if if you start off as a veteran setup. Anyways, so of course I'm gonna go and level her up, right? So now she's green instead of ultra green, and that's pretty much how everything goes. So we'll look for anything that has 10, right? 10. Yeah, this I believe it takes 20 to level up anything here. So 20 experience. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. So we're gonna just look for 10. Anything with 10. Yeah, this is not gonna happen. So we're gonna wait for the rest, but this one right here, we were able to level it up, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mech technicians. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start looking for. I'm actually gonna try to look to expand to 20 mechs and 20 mech techs. So we're gonna need 20 mech warriors and 20 mech techs, and we're gonna try to look for elites and veterans mostly. I mean, I might not even click on the regulars, but if I see a regular that's like really outstanding, I'll probably hire him. But first of all, we're gonna look at we're gonna look at our mechs, I think. All right, I did this level up thing. Let's look at the personnel market. Personnel, we have land pilot. We're not gonna play with lambs. Land air mechs. We're not gonna mess with that. It's just admin logistics. So this is a good logistics person. So anytime you see these, it's a good idea to hire them, because you only have 4. You start off only with 4. They only hire 4 for you, and they're terrible. Except for this one, they're kind of terrible. This is bad. Like, you're not gonna get anything done with that. So what I'm gonna do, these guys are pretty useless. Like, they need to be trained up. So yeah, I'm gonna hire that veteran admin logistics person, and then what we're going to do is we have 100 million or so, 90 some million. So we're gonna set this person to it's already on logistics. That's what I wanted it to do. But let's go and say we want it to also have a secondary job of being let's say HR, because HR only have a ultra green, and then we'll probably look for somebody to deal with transportation. But secondary job for this person, which is my command administrator, I think it would be a good idea to get logistics, because logistics, we're going to be buying mechs, and we're going to buying parts, and I need the logistics. So first of all, let's look at we were looking at the personnel market. So view a gunner, no, yeah, nothing really good. We're just gonna go to the hangar first of all. We're gonna look at the mechs that we have. So first of all, I'm gonna look at light mechs. I do not, in my opinion, light mechs and medium mechs are, how should I say, every mech, in my opinion, should have a jump jet so it can go places, because you're too limited otherwise. Your ability to move is too limited. So the first thing I do in setting up is I try to either buy mechs that have jump jets, or to replace these, or I put jump jets on them. And for a 20-ton mech like the Locust, which isn't even really good, it has like it has some good quirks. Quirks is kind of something new to me. Well, relatively new, because we didn't have quirks when we were playing first or second edition, as far as I can remember. We had quirks in like MechWarrior Online, but like that's different. Anyways, MechWarrior Online is nothing like it's nothing like, they kind of follow the the lore to make it, but it's just nothing like the board game actually. And let's see, okay, so it has cramped cockpit, so it doesn't really it has trouble ejecting or something. It's just this is a pretty big negative as far as I know. Weak legs, that's another bad thing. So and it's just 20 tons. You just can't do much with the 20-tonner, in my opinion. So what I do when I see this, sell it. So I'll sell this unit. Sell this unit. The Flea is another 20-tonner. No jump jets again. It's just garbage. I think it's garbage. But Stinger, sell that. Spider has the speed. It even has the jump jets for it, but the Stinger also have the speed and jump jet. 6'9" is okay. It's barely okay for a light mech. Anything slower than that is just it's just very likely for that mech to get like in a bad situation and get blown up. So you need, when you have light mechs, your light mechs need to be able to get away. So let's get rid of this. Go ahead and sell it. Just get 2 weapons and no armor. Look at the armor. 56 out of 105. Like, it was 90 some armor, okay, but like 50, oh man. Okay, so anyways, I mean, you could slap armor on, but it just doesn't have the tonnage. Most of the tonnage went to this engine here. And 8 jump jets is quite a bit, so so we're gonna sell that unit too also. And let's go look for and one of the things I noticed is when to buy a unit, it takes like maybe 30 days because it's set up easy. But like if you try to do this on the veteran setting, it's like 6 months. It's like 5-6 months before they ship any product to you. So that's why I can be so crazy about selling mechs, and because I'm gonna buy them, I'm gonna buy some to replace. So when I see no jump jets, I don't feel like keeping them, but I can still put jump jets on them. But for medium mechs that are 40 ton to 55 tons, in my opinion, anything slower than 5 walking speed and an 8 running speed is too slow. You need a medium mech has a lot more armor than a light mech, but it just does not have the kind of armor to tank things. It needs its mobility to mitigate damage, to dodge damage, to basically make the modifier so high that most of the weapon fire miss. You jump into woods and get extra modifier from the woods, and also because you jump 5, you move if you move 5, you get 2 modifier plus 2. If you're in if you jump, you get another modifier, so it's total of like 3 already. And then if you're in light woods, it's 4. If you're in heavy woods, it's 5. It's +5 to hit, and that makes it very difficult to hit a medium mech with or a light mech. But with light mechs, you want to be able to do at least 6, and that one extra, it doesn't give you any extra modifiers, because 5 you get modifier, 6 you get move, 5 you get a modifier, move 7 you get a modifier. 6 doesn't actually help you, but that 6, because the thing is, when you're moving, you're not just moving, not necessarily moving in a straight line. Sometimes you have to turn. And of course, there's terrain modifiers. Like if you have to go through light woods, that's an extra point of movement you need to spend. So the extra, of course, if you jump jet, then none of that matter. But the thing is, extra movement help. That extra movement helps big. And then if you can get 7, ideally, in my opinion, light mech should have 7 walking speed, and then when you jump 7, that's a +4 modifier just by itself. You can be on like flat plains, and you have a +4 modifier to hit, and it's like that makes it so much more difficult for people to hit you, and that's going to help you survive, because light mechs, no armor. And then of course, when I see an engine, I'm not going to replace an engine. I believe you can, but I don't know. I've never tried. It's just, I'm not going to mess with that. So I'm just going to sell that. When I see that, sell it. The crab. It's actually a possibility. We'll think about it. The tree bucket, that's a possibility. The griffin one end is actually, it's already got that. So we'll go with that. So grasshopper already has jump jets. It's already somewhat decent. The stalkers, I do not like the stalkers because they don't have a fast enough engine. Okay, so for heavy mechs, which is a 75 ton to 65 tons, or 60 tons, actually 60 tons to 75 tons. In my opinion, you should be moving 4. If you're too slow, you can't get to the fight. You can't get to the battlefield. It's like the light mech and the medium mechs are already fighting. You're way behind them. It's just, you need that extra movement. So again, when I see a heavy mech with speed of 3, walking speed of 3, I'm not inclined to keep it, but I might, if it was the only one I can think of that I would keep would be the Marauder Bounty Hunter, which already comes with jump jets, and it has double heat sinks, and it's really good. And 3 PPCs. It's a good setup, and it has a lot of armor, so it can tank it. You can play it like an assault mech, and so that's why I would put up with it, because to me that's an assault mech. You don't move around much. You're just sitting back and attacking people from range, mostly. And if they get up close, you've got plenty of weapons to deal with that too. So stalker, not my thing. Going to sell it. Okay, now Crusaders are actually pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna need to mess with that. So first of all, we're gonna go and we need to replace a bunch of mechs. We sold a whole bunch of mechs. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the unit market. Okay, let's see what's in the open market. We got a griffin one end. That's a possibility. Stalker. I don't want a stalker. This one is actually 85 assault mech, 85-ton assault mech. The ones that I sold are actually the 75-ton. So this one is actually more powerful, but more costly too. Anyways, assassins are not my thing. 40-ton is kind of in a very not a good place. Anything that's 40 tons, in my opinion, is not a good place. It's not it's not usually not fast enough to avoid damage, and it doesn't have enough armor to avoid damage, to soak up the damage. So but this one is actually really fast. So for me, I might as well get a light mech. You know, this loadout here, you can put that on light mech, you know. So but you know, but I guess you wouldn't get the mobility. But look at the armor, 72 out of 137. That's just, I mean, 72 armor is okay for a light mech. It's actually kind of low in my opinion, but this isn't a light mech. This is a medium mech. So no, I'm not into that. Phoenix Hawks are actually kind of decent. They are kind of fast, and because they're fast, that means their engine is big, which also means they don't have much for weapons. But like, this is actually decent, you know. Like overall, I would say this is a decent mech. But like okay, we're looking at tanks. We're not gonna mess with tanks. Here's a Griffin one in, but at a lower price. This is a Mercenary auction. Sounds good to me. Archer 2R. The archers are pretty good, but you know, I would like, what I would like is double heat sinks, and for the internals, I would like endo steel. So let's look at this. The Locust, nope. Scorpion, not my thing either. I don't want to have a 55-ton 6.9, because 6.9 is just, that means it's using everything on the engine. Look at the armor. It's got half the armor it should. Yeah, so actually, how does it get 201 armor max? I believe mediums, 55-ton medium max only get like 186 armor. Okay, let's look at this one. Look, 185. Yeah, this is a 55-tonner. So this is something special. This is kind of special. They somehow are able to put more armor on this. How strange. I mean, they didn't though. PPC, I mean, this is something interesting. This is kind of interesting. A bad reputation, hard to pilot, bad reputation. No, let's not mess with that. Okay, so we've seen everything. There's nothing I like here. I'm not going to buy a vehicle either. So what we're going to do, instead of here, we're going to go to marketplace. You're going to go to, no, we're going to buy purchase unit. This will be like ordering you a unit from a factory that doesn't have it yet. You know, you're just ordering it, and they haven't even built it. But that's, maybe they have. Maybe they're out there already. So the first one I would do, I would be going after the medium meks, because I think that they're the ones most useful to me, and I would go for 55 or 50 tonners. And I look through the crab. The crab's okay. Let me see. The crab, this is what I have, right? Oh no, this is the large pulse. This is a better crab. Yeah, oh, this has Excel engine. Okay, never buy anything with Excel engine because they're super expensive. Like, this is a 50-ton mech, and this is a 50-ton mech also. And this 50-ton mech is like twice as expensive as this 50-ton mech. You know, like, no, just no. So yeah, and the thing is that Excel engines mean extra criticals in the side torsos, and that when they get blown up, you lose the mech. You take 3 hits, 3 engine hits automatically for losing one of the side torsos, and it's very easy to lose a side torso. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It, in my opinion, makes your mech weaker. So let's see. Let's actually take a break here. I'm gonna yeah, so I'll take a break here, I think, and we'll go on next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time.